Greetings comrades, Soviet Gaming here. Today we are making a guide for our Kingdom 2 and we are making the guide on Zone 11. There are actually two ways how you can go through the Zone 11. One of those is you can skip the last boss, and the second one, you can massacre everyone and fight the goddamn boss. Although keep in mind that the boss is really tough, you most likely won't be able to pass it if you are low EP. Our team had about 600 EP each and we didn't manage to even scratch the boss, so I guess you need way higher EP for that fight. So I strongly recommend going through the route where you don't have to fight the boss and you can skip him. That will allow you to get that fantastic level 130 weapon blueprints and that 120 trophy. So let's go over the first method where you won't have to fight the boss fight. For that you want to have all your team members a little bit behind the respawn point so they won't pull extra mobs. You want to be really careful when you're doing that. Moreover, if you do everything right, this Zone 11 will be way easier than Zone 10 for you, because the fights are way easier. It's just a damage check, so make sure that you equip only your damage eidolons and damage gear. Don't focus on healing or tanking, it will be useless. Just go for the full DPS. If you don't know how to increase your DPS, you can check the guides that are in the description about the Our Kingdom classes and overall how to gain EP. That will help you to increase your damage and focus on the proper stat. Also, you can use the potions from the guild store for additional damage boost. Moreover, don't forget to use Eidolon skills as soon as it's ready, because that will give you a good DPS boost, and if you die, those will reset. So if you die when you have a cooldown on the Eidolon skills, you can use it right after resurrection, and that's pretty nice, and if everyone will do that, you will get a huge DPS boost. By the way, considering the resurrection, when you resurrect after you die, make sure that you manually go to the fighting area where your guys are and attack the boss, because if you'll just put on auto, you might accidentally run into the humans and screw everyone up and everybody will hate you. You don't want that, so control your character. So yeah, what you want to do is stay behind the respawn area for everyone and assign one person who can read properly. That person will be going over those commanders and figuring out who is the robot. So you have to guess 4 robots in the enemy ranks, basically. You can distinguish robots from humans by their robotic speech. You will see like those square brackets and the arrow 404 and that kind of stuff. It's really easy to see who's robot and who's not. To make it easier, you can switch chat to local. That will allow you to see only the robot speech and will filter out all the world, system, whisper, guild and party chats, so you won't miss the line that you need. After the reset, the robots will be different characters, so those are pretty random, you gotta go over them each time. Usually there are 2 robots per side, so there are 2 on the left and 2 on the right side of the area. Also, several times we failed the fight because we killed only the robots, but the general turned into the boss and killed us. I think it's because we talked with all the humans, so if you got lucky and pulled 2 robots from one side but didn't talk to all the humans, don't talk to everyone. That will allow you not to take extra risks and most likely you will get through the stage. Because I think when you talk to the human, they tell you that the robot guy went to the general and after that he behaved weird. So kinda they pointing toward the general that he is the main boss over here, and if you have too many pointers, too many hints about that, he will know that and he will attack you. So you don't want that, you want to speak to as low amount of people as possible. So increase your chances. If you got 2 robots on one side already and you haven't talked to everyone, don't talk to them. So basically, when you figure it out that this is a robot, that this is not a human, this is a spy robot, you want to attack it and pull him back to the respawn area where your guys are waiting to kick his ass. It would make your life easier if the guy who's doing the pulling have the ranged attack, because those guys hit really hard, they can one-shot you, most likely. And be really careful not to use your skills, because some of those have a away attack and you can accidentally pull one of the NPC humans and that will screw everything up. Try not to do that. So use only auto attack. After you pull the robot back, stand around him, spread around a little bit, don't stand too close because it have a little circle away, like really low radius, but if you'll stack on top of each other, you will all get damage and it will make your DPS lower. So you want to be as efficient as possible at this. Other than a small splash attack, those robots doesn't have any special abilities, so it's just spank and tank fight, so it will be easy for you, just plain DPS. Having a group of 550k EP guys will be enough, because the boss will one-shot you, but there will be many of you and the damage will be enough. It will just take quite a long time. If you go under 1 hour, it's still good enough. Sometimes you can get lucky and you won't be kicked out of the zone, even if the time is running out, so you'll get some overtime, but try to be as efficient as possible. It's not happening all the time, and try to kill them under 1 hour. if you feel confident and the fight feels way too easy for you, you can pull 2 robots at the same time and kill them at the same time. It will be easier because you can do AoE damage, but I don't recommend it because the enemy damage will be twice as much and you might have a longer time because of that. Having mix of melee and range units will help a lot because you have only that amount of space around the boss, so your ranged guys can stay at range and that will avoid getting damaged by boss splash attacks. If you have shinobis in your group, they can help you with the tanking because they have that fantastic parry ability that totally mitigates all the damage. So if shinobi takes the aggro and he using that parry ability, that prolongs his life and will overall increase your DPS of your groups because your guys won't die that fast and that often. And yeah, when you kill those robots one by one and you will kill 4 of them, you will be able to go past this stage. Also, a small tip, once we had an issue and we actually accidentally pulled the NPC, we decided not to kill him. He killed the person who pulled him and he ran all the way back to his spawn area and we still managed to go through the fight. So if you got the accidental pull, try not to kill him, try to die. That is supposedly will allow you to pass this area. Also on the Ray Kids video, I saw that she is advising not to kill more than 2 humans, but I think you want to avoid that anyway. So let me know in the comments if you have your ideas about fighting this boss and how many humans did you kill and still passed the fight without the boss fight. When you are done with all of those, the message will appear on the screen saying all hidden enemies eliminated, report to the general. That means that you did everything wrong, right? Блять. That means that you did everything right and now you can go and talk to the general. Make sure that everyone turn off the auto and they don't want to go and aggro other humans because that will screw you over. You don't want that. Be really careful and pay attention. And if you did everything correctly and the game didn't bug out, you'll get this message from the general that he's counting on you for reporting the facts to his superiors. And after this, bam, you are going to the next stage without fighting the boss. Fantastic, isn't it? Okay, now this is the first way to fight the boss, and I think this is the easiest way because for the second way, you want to kill all the robots anyway, and you want to kill some additional humans. So this is for the people who have way too much EP and way too much power, and they don't care about anything, they just want to go through this on auto and smash everyone. I don't really know how much EP do you need for that, but I think closer to 800 would be enough. I'm not really sure. So what do you do for the second way? You just attack everyone, you just kill everyone, and after that, when you come to the boss, he will aggro to you, he will turn into the huge boss robot with 4 helpers, and they will start using AoE on you and all the attacks, and you will have hard time killing it. If you actually manage to kill him, let me know in the comments how much EP your team had, how much average EP each member had, and how did you manage to kill him. Because we avoided that fight, and when we tried to kill him last time, it didn't work. He was doing way too much damage and he was healing really fast, so we couldn't even make a dent in his health. And I think in the later game you want to avoid fighting the boss as well, because you have several stages in front of you and you want to go through the stages as fast as possible, so avoiding the boss fight should be the faster route. Moreover, it doesn't affect later stages in any way, and you will get the same reward for finishing the stage. So it doesn't make sense why you want to fight the boss. Maybe to feel yourself really cool? I don't know. So let's sum it up. 2 ways to kill the boss. First one is fast and easy. Everybody stands in the back, one person goes in front, talk to the people. When they see that they are robots, they are pulling them all the way back to the respawn. You're killing them one by one or all of them together. It will depend on your EP or on your guts, I don't know, on your balls. So I advise killing them one by one anyway. After that, you can go through the stage without fighting the boss. Try to avoid talking to all the humans, so try to talk only to the ones that are the robots. And there you go, you got through the stage. The second way, have a lot of EP, kill everyone, kill the boss, go through the stage. Get your fantastic rewards, get your blueprints. By the way, I think you can't sell the orange blueprints on the auction house of 130 weapon. I don't know why, I think this is a game limitation, so you can sell only 130 ones. That's really sad, but that's how the game is. So guys, let me know in the comments what do you think about this guide. If you managed to go through it with my tips or you noticed something different about the boss fight, I really wanna know. While you're going there, make sure to like the video and subscribe to this channel. Make sure that the bell notification is turned to all, otherwise you might miss something important. If you want any more guides on Our Kingdom 2, check the playlist in the description or in the pinned comments. I have most of the videos about the game there, so you will find something useful. Make sure to join our Discord, we're talking about everything over there, you will love it. Also follow me on Twitch, I'm streaming every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. Right now I mostly stream PC games, Those are pretty hard. I'm always challenging myself with the hardest games possible on the highest difficulty, but if we have a lot of people who like mobile games, we can dedicate some days to the mobile gaming. And of course, follow me on the social media. All the links are over here or in the description or in the pinned comments. You will find them if you want to, but I advise joining the Discord anyway. That's about it for now. Thank you for watching, guys. Soviet out. See ya, comrades.